After 8 months of negotiations, Veolia and Suez have finally announced their $15 billion merger agreement. The deal will see both companies join forces to become an ecological giant spanning water, wastewater, waste management and recycling activities with revenues in excess of €35 billion. As part of the deal, we're expecting some of Suez's current French assets to be re-spun off and sold for around €7 billion. But what will this mean for innovation and integration elsewhere? Well, historically, Veolia and Suez have been fierce competitors. We've seen Suez follow Veolia into industrial markets, and we've seen Veolia follow Suez into digital applications. So it will be interesting to see how those integration plans roll out. As we move forward, it'll be good to see R&D budgets increased to facilitate bigger innovation projects, but it may also be that we see some of the smaller SMEs step up to fill the gaps. The deal comes in a time where M&A activity across the water industry has been heightened. We've seen companies like Xylem, Badger Meter, among others, very active in the space. We'll have to wait for the definitive agreement, which is expected between Suez and Veolia in mid-May.
So is this good for innovation in the water sector? With a combined workforce of 278,000 globally and revenues of over 50 billion a year, you would hope there's plenty of people, there's plenty of money there to really invest in new technologies and new ideas in the industry. But potentially we may still find that it's the startups that have the good ideas, while they struggle to align at the top and make good decisions for new innovation going forward. Now, one thing of course that this merger could be a sign of as well, is that actually it's better to be a large corporate merging together within the market. We've seen this in the past with other businesses, and they've been slowly building their businesses up with mergers like Xenon, Kruger and GE Water over the years. They have a great opportunity now with developing the new Suez and realigning Veolia to really get a better product offering that's not as disparate and disjointed as it arguably is today. And of course, I think the biggest change for the employees at least, and of course the sector, is removing this rivalry and this intense competition out of both companies. They can now work together and they can now focus on beating everybody else in the market. Now, what I would say for that is, it echoes what Veolia's CEO said, Antoine Ferro. He said the time for confrontation is over, the time for combination has begun.
So what does this mean for recycling? Veolia's COO, Estelle Brachlianoff, mentions that the merger would allow UK to rapidly reach their recycling goals. As well as working together, Veolia and Suez will be able to create solutions for customers much quicker. Veolia has been a very strong force in the UK in waste management and waste collection for the last 20 years. They've built plastic recycling plants, trained waste management staff, and will continue to pioneer and create innovation for waste and recycling on a global scale.